Sure, thanks, Jim. Thanks for inviting me to be part of this panel today. So I'm glad to tell you about some of NIST's efforts related to standards and measurements for big data. We're working, it's part of our efforts to support U.S. innovation and competitiveness. That's part of the NIST mission.
Mm-hmm.
We recently released a 7-volume, I think was one you were referring to, that maybe brought me to your attention, was the NIST Big Data Interoperability Framework for public comment. So that's out now. I'll say more about that and how people can do that. So what are these documents about? So despite the widespread agreement that big data is going to have huge impact and many benefits, there's still some fundamental questions that can be confusing to people that want to use big data and integrate big data. Like, what are the attributes that define big data solutions?
Sure.
How do big data environments differ from traditional data environments? So this Big Data Public Working Group, a public-private partnership, was created in 2013 to address these and other questions. The group is charged with developing consensus-based definitions, taxonomies, reference architecture that includes security and privacy, and a standards roadmap for big data that can be embraced in a secure and privacy-protecting way for all sectors.
Great.
The interoperability framework was developed with extensive partnership by industry, the draft, this is a draft, it's out for comment, so we really welcome feedback, by industry, academia, and government, other agencies from across the U.S. And the goal of the framework is to provide a vendor-neutral technology and infrastructure independent framework to enable big data stakeholders to identify and use the best tools, so you can plug in your best tools and visualization tools on the most suitable computing platform to allow you to get the most value and get the most out of your big data. So one way to think about the framework might be as a sort of somewhat analogous to a blueprint for a house, right? Mm-hmm. We're very good at building homes and buildings when we use a blueprint. So the framework is sort of a different kind of blueprint. It lays out and informs you that you need walls and the sure, components, right? Sure. Algorithms and analytics. But it doesn't tell you exactly how to put them together. But we don't have that same ability to do that in big data solutions right now. So it would be very helpful if people could plug and play things together, tools to get at the knowledge that's locked in that data right now that they want to get at. Mm-hmm. So the working group has, in the 7 documents, addressed things, like I said, taxonomies and definitions to just help people have a common language. Right. Use cases to what are some actual ways you're going to use this, security and privacy, and the reference architecture itself, and a standards roadmap to where are we going in the standards to support this. So we're seeking public comment on those 7 documents. The comment period started April 6th and ends May 21st. And you can access those documents by going to bigdatawg.nist.gov. There's plenty of time to do this. So I encourage our listening audience to take a look and get some feedback into you.